Now, Hollywood actor Val Kilmer has died.
This morning, Hollywood is remembering Val Kilmer.
Passed away at the age of 65.
Val Kilmer, the legendary Hollywood actor, has died.
He was once one of the loudest, boldest voices in Hollywood. From playing rock stars to superheroes, Val Kilmer was known for his powerful presence on screen. But in the end, there was only silence. On March 31st, 2025, Val Kilmer passed away. And just days after, new reports came out that left everyone in shock. After years of being bedridden, Val had suddenly gotten out of bed, weeks before his death. Was he getting better? Or was it something else? Something stranger? The news came fast. Val Kilmer died at 64 years old. He had been fighting throat cancer for years. It started as a tumor in his throat, then got worse over time. He had surgery that took away his voice. In the end, his family said he passed peacefully. But behind those words was a much deeper story. This wasn't just the end of a famous actor. It was the end of a man who had been hiding his pain from the world. Here's where things get strange. Sources close to the family told TMZ that Val had been mostly stuck in bed for years. He couldn't speak, barely moved, and seemed very weak. But then, out of nowhere, he got out of bed, yes, just weeks before he died. It was a big moment. For those who loved him, it gave hope. Maybe he was feeling stronger, maybe he was going to recover. But for others, it was a sign, a strange burst of energy. Some people believe that before people pass away, they sometimes get one last good day. They suddenly seem better, like their body is giving one final gift. Was that what happened with Val? After the news broke, people saw Val's daughter Mercedes and his ex-wife Joanne Wally. They were hugging each other, crying, holding each other tightly. It was a rare moment. Mercedes had been by her father's side for years. She stood by him when his voice was gone, when his body got weak, when others left. Joanne and Val had divorced years ago, but she still came. She still cared. That hug showed something very deep. This wasn't just the end of a movie star. This was a real father, a real husband, a real human being they had just lost. After Val lost his voice, he stopped appearing in public. He couldn't do interviews anymore. He didn't speak on camera. People thought he was doing okay because of his role in Top Gun: Maverick. But that wasn't really his voice. It was made with AI. His real voice was long gone. He rarely left his home. Friends said he was in and out of awareness. Some days, he didn't even know what was happening. Other days, he smiled and seemed like his old self. It was confusing, and it was painful to watch. After the news broke, actors from all over the world shared their feelings. Tom Cruise said Val was brave and strong. Kevin Bacon said he was one of a kind. Some hinted that Val had been suffering more than anyone knew. Others said their last conversations with him felt strange, like he was saying goodbye without saying the words. It made people wonder, did Val know the end was near? Was his final message hidden between the lines? Before the sickness, Val Kilmer was known for being bold, loud, and intense. He played Jim Morrison in The Doors, was Batman in Batman Forever, and stunned audiences in Heat. But not everything was easy. Directors often said he was difficult to work with. Some even said he refused to listen or follow directions. Now, people are asking, was that just Val's personality? Or was he already feeling sick, even before doctors found the tumor? Maybe the pain started long before we knew. This is the part that confuses many fans. Val's family didn't say much about his health. Even his close friends didn't know how bad it really was. Some say he was trying alternative treatments. Others say he was trying spiritual healing. Some even believe he didn't want anyone to see him weak. He wanted to stay strong in people's minds. A hero, a fighter, a man with a voice, even if it had been taken from him. But the silence left a lot of questions. What really happened in those last few months? Even though Val Kilmer is gone, his work still lives on. People are rewatching his old movies, listening closely to his words, watching his eyes, seeing the signs they missed before. He wasn't just an actor, he was a fighter. And even though his voice was gone, his story keeps being told. Val Kilmer's final days were full of mystery, pain, and quiet strength. He got out of bed after years of not moving. He saw his daughter. He watched life pass around him. Then, like a quiet whisper, he was gone. Was it peaceful? Was it painful? We may never know the full story, but one thing is clear: Val Kilmer mattered. His voice, his face, his roles, they meant something to millions. And now, all we can do is remember him. What do you think really happened in those last weeks? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share your favorite Val Kilmer memory. Let's keep his story alive.